University of South Florida. He's been active in the HCMA since his first year in the College of Medicine. Any of you remember your first year in the College of Medicine? I wasn't active in much of anything my first year in the College of Medicine. He served as the HCMA delegate for the USF College of Medicine chapter of the AMA for his first 2 years, and has held the position of medical student liaison to the HCMA for the past 2 years. By the way, Mathis Becker told me that at a recent AMA meeting, Florida had the greatest representation of students, and USF had the greatest single medical school representation of students. So Chad's just a great example. Chad has also been an active contributing author to The Bulletin, the HCMA's bi-monthly magazine. As a medical student representative for the state of Florida, Chad worked with the American Cancer Society on the Pass the Buck legislation that was passed a little more than a year ago. This is Chad's third year involved with the USF College of Medicine student debate, and second year as the organizer and moderator for the debate. He hopes that the tradition of holding the event in conjunction with the HCMA meeting will continue for many, many, many years to come. Chad, I'm sure you're also willing to commit to contribute to the USF alumni, just as Alicia did, and we have the forms for you also. Chad will be pursuing an internship and residency in pediatrics and plans to continue to be an active member and voice in local and state politics. He was recently married in May of last year to his wife Ashley, a singer and theater director. Chad is one of the people that I'm most proud of in my job. Chad, thank you for moderating.
I'll have the panelists take their seats as well. Good evening. Members of the HCMA, fellow medical students and guests, welcome to this year's Medical Student Debate. Tonight you will hear a panel of medical students from the USF College of Medicine debate the future of medicine as we see it. I was going to invite Christina Aguilera to sing the national anthem before we began, but her people called and said she's suffering from some sort of episodic retrograde amnesia, so I guess she won't be here tonight. Thank you to Dr. Lewis, Dr. Becker, Dean Klasko, and the HCMA office staff, Debbie, Elke, and Kay, for providing your unbridled support and also for your encouragement to make this night possible. And lastly, and certainly not least, thank you to all the guests, HCMA members, USF faculty, and fellow medical students for supporting us tonight. To those of you who sent in suggestions for tonight's topics, I appreciate that. I received numerous suggestions, and a special thank you goes to the member who suggested that the panelists read the entirety of the 2,000+ page healthcare bill and then rewrite it and present a version that would best serve patients and physicians. And while we thank you for your enthusiasm, we have to say that between studying and the Gasparilla Parade, there was just enough time to do these 4 topics. So maybe next year. So a little background on tonight's event. It was first titled Students Say the Darndest Things. It was the brainchild of a former USF student, Terry Kerr. It was started 3 years ago in an effort to demonstrate that the next generation of physicians' knowledge of legislative affairs. This event illustrates the belief that today, a familiarity with political issues and a willingness to advocate for our patients are now essential parts of becoming a physician. We hope that this evening shows that the next generation of physicians have those qualities and are able to ensure a patient-centered future for medicine. I'll now introduce our panelists. Starting at the far, my right, your left, is Michael Perrone, a first-year student. Michael graduated with a bachelor's degree in health science from the University of Florida and received a master's of public health from the University of Florida with a concentration in health policy and management. While completing his MPH, he wrote the needs assessment for a community health center's grant application for federal qualified status. He is interested in a career in orthopedic surgery. Alicia Billington, who you've already met tonight, has a Bachelor in Science in Biological Engineering and a Master's of Biomedical Engineering from Cornell University. She's a second-year MD Biomedical Engineering PhD student at USF. I can't imagine how it's going to look on your diploma. It's going to take 2 months. She holds positions in the FMA and also Region 4 of the AMA and is interested in one day applying her background in device design with a career in surgery. Nicholas DeVito, our third-year student, has a Bachelor in Science and Microbiology honors program from the University of South Florida. He's been involved with this debate since his first year in medical school, and he also served as the USF College of Medicine's AMA delegate, national delegate in 2009-2010. He's interested in a career in hematology oncology. And Matthew Asing is our fourth-year student. He graduated with a bachelor's degree from the University of Florida in business administration, and he has an interest in economic issues in the United States and the world. He'll be beginning his residency in radiology this summer, and join me in wishing him luck in the match this coming March. Now, tonight's event will be much like any political debate you've seen on TV, except there will be no reference to big game hunting or witchcraft. Now, before you start rearranging your seats to account for party lines, remember we are medical students and future physicians first and foremost. So here are the rules. I'll be introducing each topic and then allow the panelists to have first comments on the topic. Once they are finished with the topics, I'll open the floor to comments from you all, the audience. Now I ask that you take, before you speak, you state your name and what field you're in, and then please take a maximum of 45 seconds. So again, 45 seconds to speak. I'll give you a verbal warning at 10 seconds remaining. Now, for those of you who don't know, last year sometimes you get a little passionate about what you want to say, so in order to help that, one time. Your time is up. Please sit down. Now, let's begin. Topic 1. There is a fairly wide-held belief that the current system of entry into medical school ensures the best doctors for the future. Do you believe this is the case? What, if any, changes should be made? Should medical applicants be required to take courses in basic law, economics and business, contracts, and world healthcare systems? I'll give the first comment to first-year student Michael Perrone.
Well, thank you, Chad. And I'd like to thank the Cash Bar for calming my nerves a little bit before this event. So 1 year of biology, 1 year of physics, 1 year of English, 1 year of chemistry, and 1 year of organic chemistry. That is what we all have in common when we enter medical school. That falls under the umbrella of the pre-med designation, and that gets incorporated in your plan of study during your undergraduate career. Along with that, students can pick any other major that they wish, be it biology or physiology to English and history. So when medical students enter school, the idea is you have a wide, diverse background. The benefit of this is that classes are made up of people from all different backgrounds. It allows people to inject their own expertise and knowledge into group discussions,